That's good, man. Can you get those antennae of the male?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And there's another Typula coming up.
So they dipped his head right in. You're able to see this clearly?
I can see that from where I'm standing.
Yeah. And then what's he going to do? Sort of, yep.
Today, it's actually not morning anymore. It's actually midday on the 20th of September 2017. And as usual, I've stopped in at Meningie, which is halfway down to Kingston, and bought myself a coffee and some groceries. And I'm on my way down to the block to do two things. The first is that I'm wanting to photograph some flowers which are pollinated by mosquitoes. So I'm going down just for tonight. I'm going down to do a bit of movie taking of white flowers at night covered in mosquitoes sucking nectar out of them. And the other reason I'm going down for is just to tidy up. I left a tarpaulin on the platform, and I'm afraid that I didn't secure it down very well, so we've had some wild wind and rain, and so I've been concerned about the fact that it's probably flapping around or torn to bits. Other than that, I've got my books to read. I'm going to see the neighbours and say hi to them, spend the night, and then I'm going back to Adelaide tomorrow sometime. So I'll see you when I'm down there. Hopefully I can show you some pictures of mosquitoes pollinating plants. Well, here I am again. It's 2:15 on Wednesday, 20th of September, and you remember I came down here because I wanted to film the Leucopogon, which are the little white flowers, and I wanted to film the mosquitoes, which are out in force, and I'm going to do that tonight. I want to film the mosquitoes drinking nectar out of the little white flowers. And I was a bit anxious that the flowers would have been over, the flowering would have been over, but if I turn the camera around, you'll see all the bushes with their white flowers on them, here right next to the platform, and then over there, and then if I swing across the block, you'll see them all over. All those white flowering bushes are Leucopogon parvifloris. There's one right just down here behind the platform next to the caravan. I look forward to tonight when I'm going to be doing some filming. I've already photographed some flowers which I need. I'm preparing for a seminar. You see, the idea is that the mosquitoes are cool weather mosquitoes, and they hatch out in September just in time to use these little white flowers, to drink the nectar from the little white flowers, and then to feed on the birds. It's a bird feeding. It's a big dark mosquito that feeds on birds. So it's a spring phenomenon. I've got the sun in my eyes because the sun is setting over the sea, and I don't think I can turn the camera around. It might just blind you, but I'll turn it a little way so that you can see what I mean. So I don't know if you can see there, but the sun's setting over there, but it's caused the most beautiful effect as it's low over the block, and I'll just show you what it looks like. It sort of glows. It's absolutely lovely. It's also helped by the fact that the sky is fairly overcast. It's absolutely lovely. So it's now 4:45 in the afternoon. I've read the paper. I've identified some plants that I collected. I've walked around the block and taken pictures of all the different things in flower. A lot of things in flower. It's wonderful. And now, unfortunately, I've left the radio behind. That's my chief companion in the evenings. because I don't like to go to bed too early, otherwise I'll wake up all night. But tonight I'm planning to do some filming of mosquitoes on flowers. I hope the mosquitoes are out. I've got repellent on me, but I'm hoping tonight you'll be able to see lots of mosquitoes, which I'll film. So I'll see you later. Bye. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock on the 21st of September 2017. Here I am back up on the platform, sun shining, the morning sun from the east. Beautiful morning, quite warm, and I slept amazingly well. Only a slight disappointment, and that is that I was up during the night trying to film mosquitoes, of which there are thousands, nectar feeding on the little white flowers. Now I'll show you a picture of what the flowers look like under UV light. The little flowers fluoresce, and last night was absolutely no moon. It was pitch black and not a single insect on those white flowers. So it's a kind of a strange controlled experiment where clearly the flowers need the moonlight to fluoresce and attract the insects, because it was otherwise perfect, and I'll show you some pictures of how that works. Otherwise I'm going to spray some weeds, go and visit our neighbors on the other side there. It's Mark and Tracy, they've just moved in, and I'm going back home. So I'll sign off just before I leave. Bye for now. I suppose this is as good a place as any to sign off for my trip. I've just had a coffee with our neighbours, Mark and Tracy. I've just come down the path down there up to our place. You can see the pine tree there, which is in their place. They brought me down to show me what had happened. There's been a massive storm here, and the salt water has washed right up and killed all of the plants on the edge of the coast. So all of those dead trees there were killed by the salt water from the storm. That's the first time that's happened in 20 years that we've been coming down here. That's the highest storm surge we've seen. And once again you keep saying, well, is that climate change on the way? Anyway, it's now about midday on Thursday the 21st of September 2017, and this is Mike signing off and going back to Adelaide. Bye for now.